And don't just settle for any job. Find your dream job, speaking of jobs.
It is possible with the help of Marcy Morrison, who runs a place called Careers with Wings, and you have written a book all about it. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me on today.
Do you have your dream job?
I do.
I would say so.
Definitely.
Yes, indeed. So why did you decide to write a book about finding your dream job?
Well, I found that people were getting so overwhelmed in the process. I kept referring books out there, What Color's Your Parachute, and people were saying that it was just a little too overwhelming for them. They wanted an easy-to-use but powerful workbook that broke it down into easy steps to follow.
I like it. Like you said, it is a workbook, so there's sheets in here that you can actually fill out, and so it's personal.
And it
Exactly.
sets goals as well. There's one here that says the list of the 5 things that your dream job would be, location, type of job, and everything like that. And sometimes, you know, when you write things down, they have a tendency to come true, don't they?
Absolutely. I always tell people when you have more clarity on what you want to do, people can help you more. For example, one client that I work with, we got her completely focused that she wanted to work in global women policy issues in Sacramento. I don't know if you can get any clearer than that.
That's pretty specific.
And I told her, you know, the key is to really let everybody know, whether you're in line for coffee or at an event, you need to let every single person you know this is what you want to do. And a lot of times the people closest to us are the ones that can help us. Her mom's friend was the one that ended up getting her that dream job.
So you never know who can be that link.
That is true, the networking thing.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, you've got some tips, speaking of networking. That's one of them.
Exactly.
So 5 things that you can do to end up with that dream job. So let's start with the first one. Uncover your passion and your strength. Now, how do you do that?
Well, I tell people they need to be really honest. Really uncovering what you love to do is your passion. I see so many other people living other people's passion, whether it's their spouse's passion, it's their parents' passion. I say, what is it that you really love to do? One of my clients recently was in the restaurant business for 25 years. That was not his passion, but the reason he got into that was it was a family business. His father got ill, and he had to assume that responsibility. And he said, I'll just do it for a few years. Well, at 41, he realized, wow, I'm still doing this. And he said, you know what, now it's time to live my passion. He was studying TV and radio and when he had to take over the business, so now he's going back to pursue that passion. And so it's really getting in touch with what you want to do and not trying to please the people around you.
So his dream is TV and radio.
TV, radio, and sports.
How about that? And you know, it's the same thing like when you're in college, when you're a kid and you're trying to pick a major and you're trying to say, what do I want to do? What do I want to be for a living? That is the hardest part, isn't it? Is really picking what you really love.
Exactly. And I think that what you love and your strengths are really tied together. And I think what happens is that our strengths sometimes are things that come so naturally to us that we don't even realize that they're strengths. So I actually recommend people ask the people closest to them, what do you think is one of my strengths? You could be a great party planner, for example, and you don't even realize that that's a talent. And so you could get into event planning or something like that. So getting really clear on those, what you love to do and your strengths, I tell people that fills you with so much energy and enthusiasm.
And finally, you have to get organized. You have to set your goals to make something happen. And how do you get motivated to do that?
I tell people it's really good to have a big vision. Where are you going? Why are you doing this? And then review that each year and break that down into weekly and daily goals. I tell people that it's really good to try to accomplish 5 things a day. People get so overwhelmed. They say, oh, I want to do TV and radio, but I haven't done this yet. So how do I do it? But you have to start with maybe a first phone call. Maybe you need to start attending events in your dream job. That's how you're going to meet people in that field.
All right, the book is Careers with Wings, Finding Your Dream Job. Marcy Morrison, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Marcy.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you later.
Thank you.
All right.